Hello everyone and welcome to another Riot Group article review video, and today we are going to be going over the President of France, Emmanuel Macron, and in particular his involvement with the long-time Al-Qaeda leader in the Maghreb region, Droukdel. This is an introduction to the article written by Laura Escobar, so please go check it out on the description below and find it on our riotgroup.org website. So in short, right, what's going on? We know three things. First of all, we know that France had been fighting Droukdel for over 7 years already. Second of all, we know that Droukdel was killed after a military intervention in Mali led by the President of France, Emmanuel Macron. And third of all, there is a lot left to do for Macron and the G5 Sahel. But, you know, as always here at Riot, we're going to give you a longer answer to that. So, why did Macron have a conflict with Droukdel? The short answer that we can give to this long coming is because France's past history in the region, he was forced to get involved. Now, throughout the past decade, France has gotten itself involved in the terrorist crisis that threatens the Sahel region, especially after the so-called Operation Serval. This military intervention dates back to 2013, when François Hollande, the prime minister that was before Emmanuel Macron, entered Mali after its president presented a petition in the UN for international military aid in September of 2012. The West African nation, Mali, was facing an enormous inflow of weapons after Gaddafi's fall, which gave the national movement for the liberation of Azawad, which is a Tuareg terrorist group known as the NMLA. They saw this as an opportunity to take over northern Mali. This Tuareg terrorist group cooperated with other Islamist groups throughout the takeover, but as their differing goals and methodology confronted them, the NMLA was ousted, and the remaining Islamist groups created a fundamentalist quasi-state in the northern of Mali. One of these militant groups was Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb, also known as the AQIM. This is a Salafadi jihadist group with its origins in Algeria's armed Islamic group that merged with Al-Qaeda in 2006. Since then, it has been led by Droukdel, and so, as the UN faced Mali's petition, it unanimously approved sending African troops and Western aid to support the Malian government. But France, through its Operation Serval, became the only Western country that actively intervened in the conflict. Now, in 2014, as France got more and more involved in this conflict, it activated its other operation, Operation Barkhane, which has become the country's largest overseas operation, undoubtedly. This military campaign sent over 5,000 French troops to the Sahel region and counts with an almost $600 million budget for every year that this conflict goes on. While this operation was being activated, the G5 Sahel was created by Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Mauritania, and Chad, all with the purpose to jointly tackle their terrorism challenges. When Emmanuel Macron inherited these past national alliances, and as he worked towards a highly interventionist foreign policy, he pushed forward a UN resolution that supported the creation of a G5 Sahel joint force, an international counter-terrorism alliance, to put it in a way. While Droukdel declared France a primary target for the terrorist group, Macron established counter-terrorism as foreign policy goal. Consequently, Macron stepped into power when, due to these commitments, his country was more involved than ever in the issues of the Sahel region. And when Droukdel's Al-Qaeda in the Islamist Maghreb was highly eager to retaliate against France's provocations. The underlying issue here is that France is involved in an overseas military operation, and this is going to change the Sahel region completely. To know how the story continues, please go and read the whole article in the description of the videos we've said, and as always, you can find more information on our website, riotgroup.org, Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or even our LinkedIn account. Remember, once you see it, you won't help but notice. See you in the next article review.